I wanted to do this video talking about the things that I'm doing to help myself achieve a vaginal birth after 2 cesareans for this pregnancy. As you have probably watched if you're subscribed to my channel, I have Jackson's birth story on a video, I have Emily's birth story on a video, and I talked a little bit about my reasonings for wanting a VBAC in those two. You'll probably remember with Emily, I tried everything. I tried red raspberry leaf tea, I tried dates, I tried evening primrose oil, inserted vaginally near my cervix to help clear some of that or soften some of the scar tissue. I am not sure what, if anything, I want to try later in my pregnancy. I don't know if I'm going to do the evening primrose oil. There is some, I think there's one study, there might be more, but I think just one study showing that it can soften uterine scar tissue. I've read that that's if you take it orally. I just insert it vaginally because, again, I have some scar tissue in my cervix, so, and that can help scar tissue soften. And considering it's kind of far from my uterine scar and I didn't have any trouble with Emily, I might try it if I get past 40 weeks. I'm not sure. Red raspberry leaf tea, I'm probably not going to try. I didn't really care for the taste of it last time. I just tried it because I thought it would help me with the VBAC. Dates are gross to me, so I probably won't be doing the dates. I did hire a doula, and I am much, much better informed. If you remember from Emily's birth video, I started the video and then like in one outfit, and then I ended in this outfit because toward the end of her birth video, like her birth story video, I got a little heated talking about some things that I feel very strongly about, and I just wanted to make a different video. So this next clip is going to be a little bit more about my doula and why I don't care for Kaiser. Kaiser is my insurance. I am sticking with Kaiser because, frankly, we can't afford to pay $4,000 out of pocket for a midwife or other care. And if I ended up, you know, knock on wood, with another cesarean, that's tens of thousands of dollars. So I am going through Kaiser, but I'm much better informed. So here's the clip of me being very passionate, talking about my doula and Kaiser and everything. C-section, because Kaiser was not nearly as supportive of VBAC as everybody says. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, Kaiser's so awesome, so VBAC supportive. Nope, never to me. And Kaiser won't allow a natural C-section. A natural C-section is when they put a clear sheet up so you can see your baby being born, and then they immediately do skin to skin. So your baby goes from your stomach onto your chest, and then you get to nurse right away. And that's why it's called a natural C-section, because when you have a vaginal birth, if there are no major concerns like meconium aspirations or any pre-existing concerns that they know about, the baby goes right onto the mother. It's so beneficial to breastfeeding, to bonding. Well, you don't get that with the C-section. And again, I have heard so many people rave about Kaiser and how VBAC friendly they are and how they promote mother-child bonding, but that's apparently only if you fit into a certain little percentage. It has not been my experience with both of my other children's deliveries. I'm hoping for something different. I am better informed, I am more confident in what I can do and what I will do. Because again, the first doctor, OB I met with, I got referred to from a doula that she was very VBAC friendly. Vaginal birth after 2 cesareans this time. Well, she said, well, even if I was, there's no guarantee that you're going to get me when I get to the hospital. Okay, The second one that I went to, I just picked a random one near my in-laws because it's in a different county. And she said, one of the first things, okay, so you've had 2 C-sections, you know it's a third one. I said, nope, I'm going for a vaginal delivery. And I am. I won't schedule my C-section until I am 42 weeks and 1 day. I'm pretty sure, as of right now, that's my cutoff. That's how far I'm comfortable going with, as far as having the pregnancy go. if I do more research, and, you know, it may extend. But for right now, 42 weeks, 1 day is when I'm okay scheduling a C-section. I will say that if it came to castor oil or a C-section, I would definitely try castor oil again. I have my doula hired, which, thank you, Dad. My dad is paying for my doula this time because I have told him how beneficial a doula can be. And basically, I mean, I've told him that a doula is kind of like an epidural in person form. A doula doesn't necessarily take pain away from labor, but they can help ease it, suggesting different positions, like positions that will get baby into a better position so the baby can be born faster than if the baby was in a not ideal position. They can do a lot of times, not every doula, but they can do acupressure and massage and essential oils, and I mean, they have an arsenal of things that they can do to help you through labor. So I will have a doula this time. Thank you, Dad, for paying for it. I would not be able to get a doula if he did not pay for it. So I'm confident that this time I'm going to wait. You know, 41 weeks and 5 days comes around, 41 weeks and 6 days comes around, I might be trying some castor oil. But I've gotten to 6 centimeters, which is obviously over halfway to 10 centimeters. I think my body will kick in. Like, I think my body will know what to do once it's supposed to. I'm sorry, once it starts, it's going to know what it's supposed to do. And I'm still researching how comfortable I feel being at home for most of the labor versus the hospital. I know as far as not having interventions, it's better to stay at home. However, I also know now through a lot of hearing experiences, and there's some great websites called like vbac and local ICANN chapters, which ICANN is basically helping you get a VBAC. Long story short, I'm sure. That I can refuse anything at the hospital. I believe as long as myself or the baby is not in immediate danger. Like, I mean, if the baby's heart is almost, you know, knock on wood, stopped, they're not just going to let me not have interventions. That's, you know, that's not going to happen. But I can refuse the IV, which could lead to Pitocin or epidural. I could refuse the constant fetal monitoring. I can refuse anything that I want. And again, I kind of knew that, but I wasn't exactly sure. Like, I wasn't comfortable, I wasn't confident. Well, I'm confident now, because you know what? This is my last chance. This is my last baby. And I want the baby to be on me. I want it to be covered in blood and bodily fluids, and I want it to go directly from my vagina up onto my chest. And I don't want to be swollen from IV fluids and not be able to breastfeed because, you know, it's so swollen and they're tiny little mounds. Also, I'm going to eat in labor. I'm probably not going to want to eat in labor, but I'm going to give myself that option because they can't tell me I can't. They can't. They are not allowed to not allow me. I have a good friend up in Sacramento. She's a doula, and one thing I've seen in on her like business page and on her Facebook page, I think her company's called Riverbend Doula Services up in Sacramento. Shout out if you need one. She posts, "You are not allowed to not allow me." Like, basically, the care provider works for you. It's your right to have the birth that you want to do. But Kaiser's not allowed to not allow me. They statistically, and from experiences from the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology, I think it's ACOG. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, like, in the short term. But they have done research, and it's safer for a vaginal birth after 1 C-section, 2 C-sections, in some cases 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 C-sections. Why Kaiser and other hospitals and care providers, OBs, try to push a cesarean? If you have a repeat cesarean, your body, your choice. As long as it's your choice. Sorry, I get really passionate about this now. As long as it's your choice. If you think it's going to be easier recovery for you, awesome. If you're informed and you are given the option and you don't want your vagina to tear, have your C-section. That is awesome, as long as it's your choice. For me, it's not my choice. So it's safer. Like a vaginal birth, statistically, you're less likely to have a hysterectomy, a blood transfusion. If you have future pregnancies, like it's less likely that you'll have something called placenta accretia, I think, where like your placenta attaches to your C-section scar. Like, in every way possible, it is safer to have a vaginal delivery. So it just boggles my mind that people, and by people I mean hospitals and care providers, are so reluctant to do it. It's like, oh, do you enjoy, giving your patients like riskier choices? It's just, I'm done. I am done. I'm fed up to here. And if I have to have a C-section because of a genuine medical reason, I am okay with that. If baby is not doing well, I'll cut myself open to get this baby out. But I'm not going to do it because I'm bullied into it again for the third time. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen to me, and I hope it doesn't happen to you, because I'm going to get off my soapbox right now. I'm sorry. I got a little heated there, a little passionate. But as you can tell, I don't like that women are not given informed consent. I kind of feel like if a man had to have the baby, that the men would be given all the information. Now, it's just politics. I'm probably not going to put this in the video. But anyway, Emily woke up, so I had to film the rest in here. So that was my clip from the end of Emily's birth story video that I did not include in her birth story video. I'm just very passionate. I don't feel that women are given all of the information to make an informed decision. And I think that a lot of women just trust in their care providers even when that trust is not it's not warranted. I don't believe that care providers always have the patient's best interest at heart. I believe that sometimes they have money matters on their mind for whatever reason, or a cesarean is easier to deal with than giving someone the opportunity to have a vaginal birth after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 C-sections. So the whole point of that is, please be informed. Please, if this is something that you're interested in, if you're interested in having a vaginal birth, you have the right to have the birth that you want. And I hear a lot of people say that a healthy baby is all that matters. A healthy baby is not all that matters. A healthy baby is the most important thing. But it's not all that matters. Feelings matter. Having a traumatic birth experience is a hard thing to recover from. I didn't have postpartum depression, but I was very upset for a very long time that I didn't get my vaginal birth for Emily. Because I felt that I tried all of the things that were in my power to do it, and then I went from upset to angry. I'm just angry at Kaiser, at how pregnant women are treated like they're sick. Women are not sick when they're pregnant. They can still make informed decisions. Give them the information, let them make the decision. So those are some of my thoughts and feelings. Also, again, I'm hoping that if I have a vaginal birth this time, it'll be easier to recover with a kindergartner, a toddler, and a newborn. I'm not deluding myself into the fact that it will be easy. It's not like squeezing something the size of a watermelon out of something the size of a lemon is gentle on your lower extremities. But I think that you heal faster from something natural like that. So I will update you later if anything changes, if I, obviously if I have any medical conditions or anything that come up that can prevent the VBAC. But as of right now, I am going for my VBAC, and I am going to fight like hell for it. If you have any information that you'd like to share about VBAC, if you have a VBAC birth story, a VBAC attempted birth story that ended up with a repeat C-section, if you are going for a VBAC, anything really. Questions, comments down below. I love reading other women's birth stories. So I hope to hear from you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.